Hello, it's Ione. Oh, you're listening to Sunday Special, the Gospel Show on Avenues 87.7 FM. We have Alison Mark, formerly known as Alicia Warren. No stranger to Hollywood and world tours. She's also a sister of Misha Paris.
Good morning.
Yesterday was a very tragic day. One of your contemporaries, shall we say. I know she's achieved much, much more than you have, but I'm sure you must have come across in some of the pressures of being an artist in the industry.
Oh yeah, tremendous pressure, and I was privileged to have met Whitney Houston a few times, and just meeting her was just like me being here talking to you. She was never affected by who she was. It's almost like she was oblivious to how how big a superstar she was. She never entertained that side of herself.
And a group of people was discussing her death and everything, and they were saying also that she was actually talking about meeting Jesus.
She was almost like she was being prepared. She knew, inner man knew that she had a very short time here, and during the week she was always talking to Brandy and Monica and explaining to them how weird she was feeling. She never had that feeling before.
What did you think of yesterday?
It was very moving. I mean, I didn't think the first time I heard her kind of shed a tear. Obviously not just because I met her, but because she had such an influence in the industry, and her great vocals and great presence. It was just wonderful when she came on the scene. She was just wonderful to watch and to listen to.
And she had that grace about her. People, and I think a lot I think a lot of people coming from a church background have that kind of what people are warming to.
Well, I think that when you check all the backgrounds of most of these great artists and great singers, most of them started in the gospel, in the church, and you find that most of them who are very more charismatic because they came from that charismatic background.
I know. I mean, I was actually moved to tears yesterday when Kevin Costner spoke, because it was so from the heart. He even got a standing ovation as a result of that.
Yeah, he was purely honest, yeah.
We're listening to 87.7 FM, and you can actually tune in on the internet, which is www.avenuesfm.com.
Would you like to donate to the Avenues Youth Project? Want to run the marathon for us? Help the Avenues support our young people. Visit justgiving.com and make your donation.
We have Paula in the studio. Paula Allison. She's like, well, we know her as Paula, but her stage name is Alison. And she's now married, and her name is Alison Mark. And her stage name used to be Alicia Warren, but her birth name is Alison Warren. So, you have to excuse me if I do get complicated, because she has quite a lot of names.
It's not my fault.
And, so yesterday, I mean, I also noticed, what's his name? Marvin Winans. Do you remember Marvin Winans?
He was brilliant.
He was brilliant. Did well. But I was really concerned about him because he was coughing a lot throughout the tributes. I mean, they brought him a mug of hot drink. They brought him bottles of water.
Maybe he had a flu. Yeah.
But then, I called it miracle at the funeral.
He sang
because
well,
as soon as he stood up,
to me, he did it for me.
He did not have a problem with that cough.
He did it for me vocally.
And I know, it was so touching, wasn't it?
All the performance was moving.
I know.
But Marvin's one, to me, was the one.
Yeah.
To the hills, that's where my help comes from. My hope is only in you.
It's lovely. What inspired you to write it?
I was really going through a really bad patch at the time, and I was reading Psalms 121, and that's what was. I would look to the hills, and whence cometh my help? My help comes from the Lord, and that alone took me through the storm. And if you look inside the CD, I always point to people and let them know that that's a very encouraging psalm for anything, situation that you're going through. Whether it's financial, whether it's problems in your relationship, or you may feel that God is not there. That is definitely a psalms to look at and help you through whatever you're going through. It just you just snap out of it straight away. It's just really a proclamation, really, and a testimony, and just talking about how good God is.
It's got that spiritual depth to it, and it's a song that you could kind of really get lost in the presence and the spirit, and there's something about that song which is very, very special. And
it's real.
Yeah, it's real. So when do you actually launch?
Well,
when's your launch party? I'm looking forward to that.
I'm about to do my video. We're just writing the sequence of my video, and for the this song that I have out called "There's No Greater Love." And at the moment, that's doing really well. Yeah, that's doing well on the radio stations at the moment, and everyone's liking that song.
Hey, this is Ione. You're listening to the Gospel Show Sunday Special on Avenues 87.7 FM.
And the song you just heard was one of her tracks. The caller said your track is awesome. How about that?
Oh, that's nice.
Avenues FM.
Hello, it's Ione. Oh, you're listening to Sunday Special, the Gospel Show on Avenues 87.7 FM.